Hey everyone, hi again, it's Jen on your Monday night Facebook Live from the city of Campbell River. I am here today at the community center again, and tonight we're going to do something different. We're not going to do a high intensity class tonight. We are going to do a low intensity, which we've been using these Facebook classes because we wanted to be able to get some high intensity stuff out to you guys. And so we've done that, so you have some choices. Remember, you can always go back and watch these videos. You can go back and see the ones that we did last week and the week before, just by going onto the Facebook page that you're on right now. You can go onto it and you find videos, and then you can scroll through them and find one that you like, one that you did last week or the week before. But today, hi everybody, I see everybody popping on. Today what we're gonna do is a mini band workout. So you may have seen mini bands before, you might not have even seen them, and you might not know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna show you some of the options. So mini bands, what I was pertaining to is these little tubes. They look like an elastic band, but they're a little bigger than that. And they sometimes will come in, the ones that I got, the set I got was light, medium, and heavy. So they're different thicknesses. So they'll be harder the thicker that you get. With these ones though, they tend to be a little bit more fragile. So you need to be careful with these ones, okay? So if you have this set or you have something similar to this, that's great, okay? Another type of band you might have seen is this thicker one. And this one's kind of a fabric material on the outside. And then on the inside, it's got a bit of a grippier feeling. So you can use these ones feel free, but you might not be able to do what we're doing because we actually need a lighter band. So you actually need something that's a little bit lighter, a little bit easier to work with, because some of the moves we're gonna do are pretty big, and these bands only go so far. So if this is the set you have, that's okay. There is some things you'll be able to do, but then you just won't use bands for everything, okay? Other options, and keep going because I brought options here, is a tube, okay? So I actually just brought this from the Sports Flex today. These are our tubes, but you can take a tube, okay, and you can actually wrap it and make it into one of those by putting a knot in it. So you could actually tie it, tighten it up, and then put another little hook in there. It's not the easiest thing to do, but you know, you do your best. And you make it so that it's somewhat closed, okay? Because the very first move we're gonna do is where we have the band just above our knees, and we're gonna do a little step out, okay? And so you wanna give yourself some options, but you don't have to use the bands at all, okay? So like I said, if you don't have this kind of equipment at home, you might wanna go out and purchase it, you might want to, or look on Amazon, you can try there. But if you don't have it, you can still do this workout, okay? And one other option I brought was a TheraBand, and the TheraBand you might have had from if you were done any physio, that kind of thing. And the same kind of thing as that tube is you can take it and you can wrap it and make it nice and snug, and put it in a knot again. You might want to double, triple knot it, right? And it's very similar to one of those little mini bands, okay? So here, you can use that, okay? So there's lots of options. So if you want to do that, okay? Use that, but remember too, if you don't have this equipment, you can do this class still. It's gonna be a low intensity class. We are gonna do a warm up. It's 45 minutes long. Do a warm up standing. And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm in bare feet. Okay, so I want you guys to have bare feet or have something comfortable on your feet. You don't need to wear runners though, okay? If you are in socks, I want you to be super careful on your floor, and socks are not great unless they have grippies on them, okay? And I mean, if you're on a carpet, that's okay. Totally fine on a carpet with socks on if you're more comfortable. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using our feet a little bit, manipulating the band a little bit, and hooking our feet onto the band and pushing, so you're gonna wanna have a good grip and a good feel of your band if you are using a band, okay? I see lots of people coming on. I just wanna come in and say hello. See my bright light, makes me look really bright and shiny. Hi guys, so thanks for joining me tonight. If you didn't hear, it's a mini band class. You want to make sure you have a look at the PAR-Q form. I've pinned it to the top of the Rec and Culture Facebook page that you're on right now. It's pinned to the top. I always pin it to the top right before we do a live, so it's really easy for you to find. So have a look at it. It's got the 7 questions on there. You want to peek at them and make sure that you're checking in with your health, okay? Like I said, this is a low intensity class today. I'm going to give you lots of modifications, lots of options, okay? But if you do have bands, grab your band, grab your tube, or if you have the little mini bands, these guys, these are the ones I'm actually meaning when I was planning this class, was these little guys. So I'm actually gonna be using my light and my medium. I'm not gonna even be using my heavy one. I just brought it so you guys could see. So grab those if you have them. And like I said, you can purchase them almost anywhere now. So it's 5:15, we need to get started. I'm gonna put some music on, okay? Then we're gonna get warmed up. So make sure you have a safe space to work out in, okay? Some water nearby, okay? Because you might need that, okay? And like I said, bare feet. So I'm just gonna be back here. Let's just start with a nice little march on the spot, okay? So let me know if you can't hear me, because I did just put the music on, so if it's too loud, let me know. Remember too, if you don't like my music, you can always put your own music on. Crank your own music in the house, right? Okay, so because we're in bare feet, just be careful, nice and gentle with your marches. But we still want to get that body warmed up, warm up all those joints. Okay, get some heat going in the body. Let's do a big deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Do that again. Big reach. Inhale, exhale again. Inhale and exhale. One more time, okay? Big inhale and open. Good, I can hear you. Thanks, Vera, awesome. Okay. So let's take a leg and we're gonna step it out into a squat and then do a squat narrow. Let's do the other side. Just out into a squat and then a squat narrow, okay? So we get a nice wide sumo squat and then we get a narrow one, okay? We're just warming up, down and up and down and up. And if you like, you can just open those arms up big and then narrow, nice and easy. Open up big and narrow. So we're just easing into those joints, dropping those hips down. Remember to soften from your hips, your knees and your ankles. Keep going. Gently open and then close and then open and then close. Let's do one more each side. So out, getting a little warmer, getting that heat going. Last one here, out, and then another one in the middle. Good, okay, march it out again. Now take those feet a little wider. Point those toes straight out towards me. And I just want you to lean side to side. So bend one knee and then come up the center. Bend the other knee. Okay, side to side, get those inner thighs stretched out and warmed up. Get those knees pushing into the floor to stand yourself up tall every time. Now reach across if you want. Get a little rotation in that upper body. Remember to engage the core. Pull your tummy in. If you want, you can add a little more rotation. You can reach across, add those arms in there, and even reach up if you like. So turning the head even if you want. So remember, you can always slow these moves down if this is too much for you, or you can always stop at the thigh, right? You don't have to come all the way to the foot. Right here, modification, okay? Keep going. Let's do a few more of these. Okay, then we're gonna come down onto the floor next. So you need you to, either if you have a mat, that's great. If not, a towel is great. You don't have to have a mat, just something you can come down onto. Okay, two more, one more. Very good. Okay, bring your legs back up, march it out. So mat, I have my mat behind me, so find your mat, okay? Bring yourself to one end of it. Okay, we're gonna fold ourselves in half and come on down. So fold, soften the knees, walk yourself out, 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 out into a plank. Little hold, soften the knees and the body. Roll yourself back up and do a big reach. Let's do that again. Fold in half, walk out, walk out, walk out. You can always come to the knees. Okay, come back, 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 and do a big reach. Do it again. Fold in half, go slower if you need to. Little hold. Okay, those shoulders are right over the wrists at the end. Now let's add on lunges. So come on down. We're gonna do a nice wide lunge. So choose a leg, nice wide lunge. Come back into that plank on your knees or toes, right? Other side. Come back in, and then bring yourself back up. Soften everything. Roll it up with a big reach. Let's add on a twist this time. So come on out. Do your wide lunge. We're gonna reach 2 times up in the air. Back down and do it again. Big reach. Okay, let's go back to the plank. We have the lunge on the other side, and then 2 big reaches. Up and over, and do another one. Up and open. Good, come back to your plank. Walk yourself back. Remember, knees are great if you need them there. Come on up. We have one more set just like that. One more full set. Okay, so we get to come out into that wide lunge. So you can drop to the back knee here too if you need. Drop that back knee down. Okay, reset, plank. Okay, other side, wide lunge. Big reach open. Starting to get nice and warm. Come on back, reset in the plank. Soften and roll yourself up. Okay, roll your shoulders out. Now I want you to have a seat on the floor. Okay, so you're gonna come back and you're gonna lean back to your elbows. Okay, I want you to extend one leg and bend the other. The extended leg's gonna knee tuck, and then it's gonna circle around. Okay, so it's a knee tuck, and then circle it around. We're still warming up. Knee tuck, and circle it around. Make it as big or as small as you like. Get into those hips. Okay, we have one more set on this leg. Big circle around. Okay, let's switch legs. Put that foot on the floor. The other leg extends, then knee tuck, and a circle around with a fairly straight leg on the circle. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight. do what works for you, right? Circle it around, knee tuck, and a circle. One more set over here. Knee and circle. Good. Okay, bring yourself up, sitting up. So you can hold yourself up with your hands back there. I want you to take your feet out and then shift your knees side to side. Side to side, gently back and forth. So you can sit up a little higher if you like, whatever feels good to you. Get that movement in the hips, back and forth, back and forth. Excellent. Okay, feeling good. Let's do 4 more of these. 2 more. All right, now we're gonna get ourselves up to a stand. So come on up onto one knee if you need a moment, then come all the way up. So a little march. Take those fingers, lace them together, and let's make some spaghetti. Okay, so make some spaghetti. Just roll out the shoulders and the elbows, and then let's go the other direction. Ooh, that feels weird, right? That feels weird. Hey, Paula. So it's always weird to go one direction, then the other one will feel good, right? Go back the other way, make some spaghetti. Okay, let's make some meatballs. So fingers are nice and tight, and then roll the wrists out. You got some meatballs in there. Let's make them. Pack them in there. So I'm just doing a little march on my feet while I roll out my wrists and my hands. Okay, another spaghetti. Couple that way, and then the other way. Feels weird. Okay, and let's make some meatballs to finish off our warm-up. Okay, then we're gonna get our bands. Excellent. Okay, I didn't tell you guys actually get some cheese going. Shake out the wrist, get some cheese going. Now the bands are fragile if you are using the mini bands, so we're gonna be gentle with them. But we are still gonna do little sets of work. So we're gonna do 40 seconds of work and then a 15-second transition. And what I have is I have 4 exercises we're gonna do, and then we're just gonna repeat them a few times through. Okay, and I'm gonna alter them a little bit as we go, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get my medium band first, okay, and I'm gonna step into it. So that's why with bare feet it's much easier, or soft feet as long as you feel comfortable, but we're being safe, okay? And I'm gonna put it just above my knees, okay? So on my thighs, but just above my knees, okay? And it's okay if they wrinkle up a little bit. Now we're gonna start with working on the right side. So I want you to take your right leg and step it out and in. Try a couple of those and make sure the band feels right. If it doesn't feel right, if it's pinching, adjust it. Make it work better for you. Okay, now I'm gonna get the timer before we actually really start. Okay, so that we can have our 40 seconds of work mapped out for us. Okay, ready? That ding ding means go. Okay, so 40 seconds of work, we're starting. So out and in, so just the right leg is stepping out. So it goes out and in. So you're pushing out with the knee. We're not letting our knees dip inwards. Okay, as you push out, you're gonna feel that band press against the legs. So it's important, don't take it out too far, right? It can be much smaller if you need it to be as you step out and in. And your heart rate's gonna come up a little bit, out and in. Okay, 12 more seconds. Okay, and then we're gonna do something else, another new exercise, and I'll just show you along the way. It's okay if we miss the first few seconds, the first round through, right? Couple seconds, one more. There you go. Okay, drop it down. I don't have a noise maker for you guys. Now drop the band down, but keep it on your left foot. Okay, then I want you to grab the band with the right hand. So see how I have this? I have it on my left foot, and I'm holding the band with my right, and that means go. So I've got my back leg, my heels lifted, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tip forward, then I'm gonna row, then reset, and stand up. Tip forward, row. So just my right arm is rowing. I'm pulling the elbow back, okay? Pulling the shoulder blade into the spine, and I'm keeping the elbow nice and close to the body as I do this. Squeeze back. So the back heel stays lifted. I'm balancing with that back heel, okay? And every time I stand, I'm squeezing the glutes. Right there, tuck them under. Pull it back. Okay, we're gonna get really good at this. This is just our learning, the first set through. Okay, I'm gonna put the band back on my legs when I'm done this. There we go. Okay, let's pull the band right up, back up on the thighs where they first were. Then I'm gonna get my lighter band. So this is my light one, and I'm gonna put this one around my wrist. Okay, so I've got it around my wrist, and I'm gonna actually put it on the other side of my watch. That means start, that's okay. So come down, you're gonna come onto your hands and knees. Okay, and I want you to take your hands apart just a little bit so you feel some tension in the band. Then you can come into a plank on your toes or knees. Okay, then we're gonna dip the knees down if you're up, and then we're gonna tap one hand and tap the other hand. Then you're gonna dip the knees down slow, reset in your plank, then I'm gonna tap one side, and it's a small movement. It doesn't have to be very big. Knees down. So if you're on your knees, you're just holding your plank there. With some resistance, pulling those legs apart, right? And then you add that tap out in the hands. Out in one more second. Woo! There you go. Okay, flip yourself over. Now we don't need the band on our hands. This is our last exercise for this set, but I've kept it on my thighs. It's ready for me. So I'm gonna lay back. I'm gonna do a bridge. So I'm gonna squeeze my hips up, and then I'm gonna tuck in the knees. So there you go. Squeeze my hips up and tuck in the knees. So when I do my hips lifting, that's my glute bridge right there. My knees are pulled out. And then I get to do a reverse crunch. And all I'm doing is pulling my knees into the body and lifting my bottom just a little off the floor. Okay, and you can go much slower. You can go up and down if you prefer, right? And then a squeeze and back. Feel free to make it a little slower. Okay, how are we doing? 10 more seconds. Up. I'm gonna keep going with the slow one here, just so you can follow me if that's where you're at. But feel free to speed it up if you like. Ooh, last one, finish it. There you go, come on up. Okay, so we get a little breather. Actually, leave that band on. Okay, you don't need to take it off. And get yourself up with it on. Keep it on ya. So this is my medium band I kept on, and I'm kind of happy with that. I'll leave it there. Now you get a little 15-second break after the first round. We've done 4 exercises. Now we're gonna go through and do them all again. Okay, but we're gonna focus on the left side. So we'll do the left squat out, the left row, okay, and then we'll come down onto the floor, do our tap outs. Okay, it's time, let's go. Okay, so now my left leg is going out and in. So I've got my band just above the knees. I don't want it right on the knee joint because that would probably bother my skin and my joint. So I'm just above it. Okay, and your step is up to you, how wide you go, right? You don't have to go very wide. Little step, as long as you're keeping those knees, tracking them over your feet. Okay, not letting the knees fall in. Push the knees out. Feel the band working. Out and in. It's not meant to be super intense, but that's why we have a few rounds to go. Hopefully you'll be starting to feel it soon if you aren't already. 2 more seconds. There you go. Okay, release that. Let the band fall down. Now I'm gonna leave the band on my right foot, okay? Because then the opposite hand, the left hand, is gonna grab it for that row. Okay, I'll turn to the side here. So make sure it's comfortable in the hand, okay? And I'm gonna stand up tall, tip, row. So my back foot, I like it with the heel lifted a little more. So if that's where you're happy, you do that too. Squeeze back and then stand up tall. So we tip forward, pull back once. So you're pulling that shoulder blade into the spine, and you're tucking in that elbow, right? And then every time you stand, get a nice little tuck under of the glutes, squeeze them back there, okay? Now the next time we do this, we're gonna do it with both hands, okay? So it'll be a little different. We'll do a double row, okay? So we've done one set on the right, here's our left. 5 seconds left. Hold that core in. Last one, there you go. Okay, take that band and put it actually right up on your thighs, right? We're coming down. We need our lighter band for our wrists. Coming down onto our hands and knees. Remember this one? So this one stays the same. Nothing changed in this one. So on your knees or your toes, hold your plank, pull the legs apart. Okay, slowly bring the knees down, reset them, and then tap one hand, out and in, other hand, out and in. Now knees, down and up, slow, hold there, and then tap it out. So you can go slow like me, or feel free to go a little faster. Okay, but keep that tummy pulled in. Keep those glutes squeezed back there. Keep that belly button pulled in. Stay strong. Keep those shoulders right over the wrists. 10 seconds left in this one. And then we're gonna get rid of the thing around our arms, and we're gonna keep our medium band on our legs. Out and in. Out and in. Woo, there you go. That was it. Okay, get rid of the wrist. Now you just have it around your legs. Okay, adjust it if you need to, right? There's no rush in these. We want to take our time, but we do want to get switched over nice and quick. Okay, so here's our bridge. There we go. So lift, and then a tuck, and lift, and a tuck. So my upper body, I've just got my elbows bent beside my head, and my upper body doesn't actually move. Okay, and when I do the bridge, of course, I'm pushing into the glutes, keeping the knees nice and wide, up and down. Really squeeze those cheeks. Okay, I think we have 12 seconds. Up and down. Remember, slow it down if you prefer. Up and down. Okay, remember we get a little break after this. Just a short one. Just a little one to get ready for our set again. There we go, just finished. Perfect. Leave your band on, okay? So if you want, you can always try your thicker one here. Okay, so now instead of just going, we held our right side the first round and then we held our left side, we're gonna alternate sides. Okay, this is our 15-second break right there, that little noise. So this is what our first move looks like. Okay, and then when we do our row, we're gonna take both hands, we're gonna pull back and row with both hands, okay? So adjust if you need a lighter band. Okay, here we go, it's time. So I'm gonna go one to the right and one to the left. So now that you've done it a few times, really feel those glutes back there. Every time you step out, push back and squeeze. Feel those glutes working. Okay, think about them. Out and in. So drop down a little lower if you want to work a little harder. Remember to press those knees out. Keep them wide. Out and in. So we're already on round 3, you guys. Okay, so in total, I have 2 different sets that we're doing. We're doing 4 rounds of each set. Okay, so that actually means 8 sets in total. There you go, here's your break. Okay, let your band come down, and let's hook our left foot, okay? And our right hand and left hand are gonna hold the band. Okay, so I've got them both in there. And I'm ready, I'm tipped forward with a nice flat back, so I'm gonna be here right now. So down, row, and stand. Down, row. So I'm squeezing those shoulder blades back there. Pull back strong, keep that tummy pulled in. So doing our moves slow and controlled like this, really thinking about them, it allows us to work even harder. Okay, slowing things down, thinking about the muscles, thinking about what we're doing, what joints we're moving. Okay, that leg that's standing there in front, nice and soft, the back knee bends, the heel stays lifted. Take a rest anytime, right? You can do these movements without the band. Do what works for you. 3 seconds. 1 more. And up you go, there you go. Okay, put that band back on the legs. Now, we're gonna stay up actually. I do want you to get the light band around your wrist, but this one looks a little different. So we have 1 band around our thigh, 1 band around our wrist. Okay, we're gonna sit down, pull back, and then stand. I actually wanna keep that in front of me. Okay, that band stays in front of the body. So you're gonna sit down, row down. So it's like a lap pull. Down, row down. So the band stays in front of the body and I pull both elbows down, squeeze them into my back pockets, okay? If I had jeans on right now. And that little sit back, pull the knees out, hold them out. Don't let them sag in, that band is pushing against them, okay? And it might start to feel a little tough. So this is instead of that tap out push that we were doing. Keep her going. We are gonna get down onto the mat next. There you go, finish that off. Take the band off your wrist. All you need is the one on your legs again. Go down into that bridge position, but this looks different. Okay, we're gonna do a froggy bridge. So, adjust your band if you need. My bottoms of my feet are gonna go together. I'm gonna lift, squeeze, open, and close. So lift, squeeze, open, and down. Okay, it's not actually a close, it's a down. So lift up, froggy bridge, close up those legs, open them again, and really concentrate on that back end. So the hands can just be down here for some support, okay? Or you can have them behind the head, whatever you prefer, okay? Lift, squeeze. So remember, as you lift, the knees stay wide, hold, and then squeeze them together. How we doing? 7 seconds. Then we'll be done round 3. Squeeze, and down, squeeze. There we go, awesome. Okay, leave your band on. Come on up. Okay, so we have 1 more round of these exercises. So all we need is our medium band still around our legs. Sip some water if you need, because this is actually our 15-second break. Okay, coming in to say hi. Hi, you guys. Hope you're working out with me. Okay, so this music just got a little faster, but I'm still gonna go the same speed, happily. Here we go. So I'm doing the same. One then the other, our little squat out, step outs. Okay, but now my legs, I've gotten them a little wider, just because that feels good. Okay, dropping down nice and low into those hips, push them back. Remember your tummy, pull your tummy in, down and up. So if this is too fast, remember, slow it down. Out and in, out and in. Good work, you guys. 8 more seconds. Okay, and then we gotta do that row again with both hands. Okay, out and in. There you go, finish it off, nice work. Okay, take the band down. Let's hook our right foot, okay? And our left hand and right hand are gonna hold on, okay? So grab on, get yourself in that little lunge so that one foot is behind you. Lift the back heel, both hands are holding, let's go. Okay, and up, okay? Down, row, down, and up. If it's too fast for you, just slow her down. Really think about your movements. Remember, think about those muscles you're working. And lift, down. Work it, you guys. Down, pull. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Remember those glutes when you stand up as well, right there. Tuck them in. Okay, we got 7 seconds of this one left. Let's do one more. There you go. Okay, pull that band up on your legs. Okay, and then back where it was before. And then we need our lighter band, okay, for those lat pulls. Okay, so I'm getting them in my wrists, so my hands are there. That's a little low. There we go, sit, row, pull it back, or pull it down, lat pull. So I'm pulling the arms apart, right? Pull them apart, right in the forearms, and I'm squeezing down. Okay, so down, pull. Awesome. Down. Okay, so if you don't have these bands, remember, we do sell them at the Sportsplex. There's a few left. Okay, you just have to call ahead because we're not open. So if you want to do this class later with a band, if you don't have one, or feel free to look for them yourself, right? They're everywhere. Whew. 2 seconds, one more. There you go. Okay, get rid of that upper band. Don't need that light guy. Keep your medium guy, come on down. Okay, we get the froggies. So I'm gonna put the bottoms of my feet together, my knees are going out. I'm gonna put my fingers just behind my head. Okay, I'm ready to push up. Right here, push, squeeze, open, and down. Push, squeeze. So you're gonna feel this as well in your inner thighs, right? As you go in and out your outer thighs. Okay, you're gonna feel it in those glutes a lot. You might even feel it in your lower back. Okay, your lower back is working. Every time you lift up, you're gonna feel that. Okay, those muscles are working, but we wanna really push into the glutes and make them do more of the work. Okay, keep going. So this is the last one in this set. Then we just get our 15 seconds off, and then we're gonna do 4 new exercises. Okay, we'll see how those go. Same thing, we're gonna do 40 seconds each. Okay, here we go, finish that guy, beautiful. Come on up. Okay, so you can actually leave your medium band on if you want, around your thighs, or take a little break if you need it, okay? Get your 15 seconds off. Now, we're gonna come down to our side. The first exercise of these new 4 exercises is a clamshell is our first one. So, clamshell. Then, we get to move on from there. So let's just try that, okay? So come on down, pick a side. I'm gonna come down on my right elbow, and I'm gonna lift my left leg. So I'm gonna come up with my hips, and then I'm gonna open and close. So my feet are staying together, okay? So you can go slower, lift, hold, and down. You can also do this differently where you lift the whole leg and down. It takes a little more stabilizing. So push up in the hips, feel the core on the inside here. Feel the hips pushing up. Your shoulders are stacked, okay? Open, we've got 12 seconds here. Slow, control it. I like the slow better, okay? But go faster if you want, as long as it's in good movement, right? You don't want to do something floppy and sloppy, right? Finish it, one more. Good work. Okay, now we're gonna take our band down to our feet. Now I want you to hook, we're gonna work on the left leg again, because we started with the left leg on the clamshell. So your right ankle gets the band, and your left foot gets the band, and then I'm gonna go back. So I'm gonna come down to my elbows, I'm gonna press back. So my right ankle has the band, okay, I'm just gonna turn to the side so you can see, okay, and then my left foot goes straight back. I hope you guys can see that. It might take a little practice. So this is where one of those ones where socks might get in the way, okay, but my ankle, my foot is flexed underneath me, and also the foot that's pressing out is flexing so it can hook that band right in the sole, right in the middle of my foot, right? Out and in. And I just got the left leg going right now because I started with the left on the clamshell. Okay, we're gonna lay down next with our band on our feet. Okay, right now, already time. Okay, so bring your band with you. It's around one ankle and one foot. But I want you to take it around both feet now. Okay, so see how my feet are flexed at the end. I got my band around my feet. Okay, and now I'm gonna bicycle. My long legs are starting out. Then I'm gonna pull one knee up, come across, and reset my legs long. So opposite knee across to the shoulder. So the elbow comes across a little bit, but I'm not gonna really twist the elbow too much. I wanna focus on the shoulder coming across. Now, if you wanted to make this harder, you could hover the legs every time they came out instead of putting them down, right? So I'm gonna keep mine down, because I know we got a lot of sets of these, right? So you adapt it if you need to. Back and forth. Come across, lift up, squeeze. So you feel that pull both ways. 2 seconds. Ooh, one more. Up and done. Okay, that's our third exercise. Now, you can just leave your bands on your leg if you want. And I want you to get your lighter band if you want. You can stay on your knees for this if you want. I'll show you why. Because I'm gonna take my left arm, I'm gonna hook the band, I'm gonna do my tricep here. Okay, my tricep right here. So I've got my right hand supporting the band up at the top of my left shoulder. Okay, it's right up there. And then I'm just pushing down and back. I'm extending behind me. So it's a tricep kickback, right? But we get to use the band. Okay, so back and forth. So you're working in both directions here. Don't just let it bounce back in really quick. Working in both directions. Okay, get that left arm finished. Come on. Let's do it. So I just have the band hanging out on my legs. I don't need it, but that's okay. This is our last exercise here. And then we get to start again. There you go. Okay, done with that. Okay, so clamshells. I'm gonna leave the medium band where it is, but I'm gonna do the other side now. Okay, so now I'm gonna lift my right leg. So I'm down on my left, getting ready. How come there's another break right there? Huh, did I miss something? Oh no, this is the break. This is still the break. Yeah. I was getting ready because we did 4 exercises, right? Okay, so clamshells after the break. I just gave you the extra 15 in between each round. Here we go. Let's do it. You could always have started the clamshells more if you want. So I'm leaving my hips up in the air. You just saw me dip down the hips. That's because I wasn't thinking. So keep the hips up in the air. They're stacked. And I'm opening. Oh, see my band rolled up. That will happen. So sometimes, that's why I like those thicker ones. Sometimes we have to adjust. And I needed it right above the knee. That's gonna be better. So here, my hips are up. Adjust anytime you need, right? It happens. Okay, but they are delicate. So you don't wanna pull and push on them too hard because they can snap on you. So this top arm could be reaching, or you can have the hand at the hip, open, really squeeze the glutes. There you go, finish that one. Awesome. Okay, so now we're doing the kickback on the other side. So I need to put my band around my left ankle, and I'm gonna hook my right foot. Okay, my right foot is hooked. I'm flexing that left ankle so that I can hold that band there. Okay, and that flexing that right foot as well. It takes a little practice to get maneuvering with these bands. Okay, but do what works best for you. So I'm down on my elbows. Okay, for a little rest there with that upper body. But I'm keeping my core pulled in. As I extend back, I'm gonna feel that through my glutes. The leg goes nice and strong back. Press through the heels as you straighten that leg back there. Okay, push it back. We've got 12 seconds left on this side. And push. In. And push. You can do it. Finish it up. There you go. Nice work. Okay, bring that band if you want. Actually, no, we gotta bring it to our feet. We got our bicycles next. So bring it to your feet. Okay, so remember, it's on the bottoms of the feet. You see it there? Lay it back, lay yourself down. We get the opposite arm and leg. So knee pulls in, and then reset it down. Other side, knee pulls in, and reset it down. So that shoulder comes across the body, and then I reset it down. So remember not to pull on the elbow and torque on the neck. We still want a nice space under our chin every time we come up. So come across, pull it in. You can feel the band working. Now you don't have to use a band. Remember, if it starts to get too tough, just take the band off. What do we got? 12 seconds. Come on, you guys. Pull. Woo. Let's do it. Pull. There you go. Come on up. Okay, put the band just back up on your thighs. We're not using it. You can get your lighter band or try a heavier one, right? Try something different if you want. So now we're doing the tricep kickback. So I'm gonna hold my shoulder. I'm gonna hook the band right here. Down and up. And down and up. There it is. It says go. So my legs are just comfortable, right? You don't want to lock them in anywhere. And it goes slower. Press back if you want and slowly release, right? Or go there. Whatever works for you. Okay, feeling it in the back of the arm, the tricep. Push. And push. We've got 20 seconds left. You guys doing it? Are you loving it? Are you having fun? Hopefully. It's just something different, right? Just another way to work our muscles. But it's great. The bands are safe. They're so good for us because we get to work them in both directions. It's easier to work them in both directions. Work on the joints, to strengthen the joints as well. Okay, almost there. There you go. Finish off that one. Done. Okay, put her down. Okay, so where are we? We're back to clamshells. We're already on round 3 of our last 4 sets. We only have one more round after this. Okay, so we're doing clamshells. We're back on the other side. Okay, this is our 15-second break. I'm not gonna mess it up this time. You get it, don't worry, you're getting it. Okay, so we're gonna do the clamshell. Our hips are gonna be lifted. So now we're back on that first side we started on, right? Okay, ready? Okay, let's lift it up. Oh, I gotta just make sure my band is down low enough because remember it rolled up on me last time? So you can go open hold and down again. So that top arm, I'm actually gonna reach it up. I think that might be a little tougher to balance with that arm up there. So if you want a little tougher, remember, or to get a thicker band, right? You can always have that as an option too. I've got that medium band there, but that's enough for me right now. Okay, that works for me. You choose, always your choice. So you're squeezing the glutes behind you. Squeeze them, especially when you open, really squeeze them. 4 seconds. Open and close. Nice work. Okay, release that. Okay, so we have that left leg going up and down. We're gonna extend the left leg behind us again. So we get to hook the right ankle. So keep the band around the right ankle. The left foot gets there, and then we flex our foot, and both feet, we flex them, right? So the one that's left on the ground has a nice flex in it, so it really feels well hooked with the band. So you don't feel like the band is gonna slide out on you. And then the foot that's extending out gets a nice bend in it as well, right? And that band gets perfectly placed right in the middle of it. Then I'm down with my elbows. And remember to think long and strong as you extend back, flex the glute back there, and really press through the heel as you come in and out. Work it both directions. Remember, don't just let it fling back in. Slow and controlled. You wanna feel it. Ooh, 1 second, perfect, you guys. Okay, take the band, bring it up to the feet. You get to come down into your bicycles again. Okay, hook the feet, leg extended. Both feet are tucked in there. And we're gonna do our bicycle. Let's go. Across, and reset, and across, and reset, and across, and reset, and across. Awesome, you guys, you can do it. Remember, hover those legs if you want to make it harder. Hover those legs, make sure that lower back is staying on the floor. Stay safe with it. Okay, keep that lower back on the floor. Come across the body and really crunch over. Feel the pull, feel the work. Where are we at? 7 seconds. Pull, and down, keep breathing. Pull, and down, you're done that one. Nice work. Okay, bring the band up. Now, I had a different one we were gonna do here, but I really like the tricep one. So, I'm gonna show you the tricep one. I'm going back, I'm on my left arm again. So I'm here, okay? But remember, get a thicker band if you want. Try a thicker band if you want to make it a little tougher, right? This is my heavy one. I told you I wasn't even going to use this one. But hey, right here, I feel like I probably could. It's not too bad. Okay, if you needed to, you could lower that hand down a little, not make it as intense, right? Or you bring the hand up even higher on the shoulder, right? Okay. Awesome. Let's do it, you guys. 12 seconds. Push down. Really get a nice straight arm. Push and push. Almost there. One more. There you go. Nice work. Okay. We have 1 round left. That's it. 1 round. And then we have 1 exercise if we have time that we'll do. We'll see. Probably not. We'll be stretching. That'll be it. Okay. So do I need this? No, I don't need this right now. 15 seconds off, sip some water if you need it. We need our other clamshell We need to finish off the other side. Okay, so adjust the band. Keep it low. That's what's been working for me when I do the clamshell, is because it does move on you a little bit. Okay, hips are going up. Top arm I'm gonna reach, and I'm gonna open and close. Remember, if you want it a little harder, hover that foot back there. Keep those hips up. Okay, hold them up there the whole time. Squeeze. And my feet or my heels, whatever works for you, are together back there or down there. Okay, feeling the shoulder work, lifting you up. Push up. Feel here, feel the core, feel the glute. Both sides. All right, you guys, 8 seconds. Just go down this one. Then we get to do our last set of the kickback one. There we go, awesome. Okay, we get to extend the right leg back. So I'm gonna hook my left ankle. I'm gonna put my right foot with the band. Okay, I'm getting better and better myself even. You will just get better and better, right? Okay, let's go. Extend and bring it in. And extend and bring it in. So remember, the foot that's on the floor is flexed. And I've got a good little bend in there so that I can hook the band right in that little bend. And then the band is around my foot as I extend it back. I press straight back through the heel. And I really feel that leg working and that glute working. And I'm breathing a little heavy, right? Maybe you are too. These are big leg muscles working hard. Stabilizing with my upper body. My core is pulled in. 6 seconds left. Woo, there you go. Nicely done. Okay, flip it over. Whew. Now, we get to do our bicycle. Okay, version of a bicycle, right? Straight legs. Whew. I'm gonna take one leg, then the other. Pull the knee in. Here we go. Across and down and across. Remember, work it on the way down too. So pull it up a little, hold, and then slowly release it. You'll feel it work in both directions, right? Woo, right in there. Pull it across, all the way through those obliques. Reach it across. Keep those elbows back. Okay, and not pulling on the head. Nice space. And breathing. Don't forget. Don't forget. Across and back and across. 4 seconds left. Across and down. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. So you can take the band off, actually. Okay. And we just have the tricep on the last arm. So I got my thicker band again. Is that what you're gonna do too? See if you can, right? Hold it there. Let's go. So almost there. Push down and back. Push down and back. Well, sometimes you can pace around a little. It's okay, as long as you're staying safe with your body and keeping that shoulder steady. And see, my elbow stays pretty much in place. Okay, the only part that's moving is when I straighten at that elbow joint, I'm pushing back, right? Okay, you can do it. 15 seconds. Come on, burn that muscle out a little. That's what you want. Tire it out. Awesome, you guys. Oh my goodness, the last one's hard. One more. Ah, there you go. Okay, put it down. Awesome, roll it out. Roll those shoulders out a few times. Good work. Okay, let's do some spaghetti again. Let's make some more spaghetti. What are you guys having for dinner? Actually, you can come on and make comments and tell me what you're having for dinner. I like dinner ideas. Oops, I just hit the mic. Hopefully that didn't sound too bad. Okay, so you're going a few different directions. Awesome. Good work. Okay, shake out the wrists. Roll them out a little bit. Shake out the legs. Okay, what are we doing? Yeah, we don't have, actually, we do have time. Let's do one more exercise, okay? I want you to come down. I want you to lay on your tummy all the way down. I want you to take all 4 of your limbs straight out, okay? So your arms and legs are out. I want you to lift all 4 limbs up, hold them up, and then you're gonna pull the elbows down. So I want you to lift up and hold them up, all 4 limbs. My body's nice and long. My head is still facing downwards. Okay, then you're gonna take your elbows and row back. And I'm gonna hold my body up while I row back. Okay, so my legs are lifted. Now if this pinches at all in your spine and your back, don't do it. Okay, because this is putting your spine into hyperextension. Okay, my glutes are squeezed, my toes are pointed back there. Okay, and I'm rowing down and then stretching long again. Okay, my ribs are lifted slightly off the mat, right? Okay, my chest is lifted. I'm breathing. I'm starting to breathe heavier. Pull down, take a break if you need it, but feel that entire backside working together. 4 more and you're done. 4. And 3, keep breathing. And 2. And 1, there you go. Let yourself go. Okay, woo, right? Okay, bring yourself up onto your knees. Hopefully you felt that a little bit. Push your hips back, and let's reach our arms nice and long out front. Nice child's pose. Bring that head down between your arms. Stretch your arms long, and reach and breathe. I'm just gonna come up and get a drink of water. You guys stay there, stretching out. Okay, so after we're done our child's pose, we're actually gonna stand and do the rest of our stretches. So I'd like you to come up onto your knees again. Whew. And just take one leg and then bring yourself right up to a stand. Okay, I'd like you to take your arms and I want you to rotate and reach over. So my feet are wide and I'm just stretching up this side and I'm flipping my palms. I'm just gonna move back a little so you can see my palms flip. Okay, my hips are just little lean, feeling the side of the body. Back and forth. So just go as far as you're comfortable. I'm just doing a double pump on each side. Back and forth. And I'm doing that nice rotation, flipping the palms. Okay, let's do 2 more. Last one. Good, okay, come on up. Okay, get your balance. We're gonna do a nice quad stretch, okay? So get your balance. You can hold on to something if you need to. Grab onto that foot, bring the knees together, okay? And then tuck the heel right up to your bottom as you tuck your tailbone under a little. Okay, and this arm, if you'd like, I'd like you to reach it up nice and high. So that's if you feel really stable, okay? If you don't, put the hand down wherever you need it. Tuck your tailbone under a little more. Feel the nice little glute squeeze back there. Breathe. Okay, and then release it down. Let's switch legs. Same thing on the other side. Stand up nice and tall. Grab onto that foot. If you can't grab the foot, you can always grab the back of the heel. Okay? Get your balance. Wobbling around is very normal. And then reach up nice and high. Okay, pull that heel up to the butt. Draw your knees together. Tuck the tailbone under. Do a little squeeze of the glute muscle on your back side. Okay? We're just about there. Just have a couple more stretches we're gonna do. Keep that breath going in and out, nice and easy. Okay, good. Release it down. Now let's take 1 foot back. We're gonna go into a little lunge here. 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. I'm kind of on my mat here. Don't really need to be. You guys might be able to see better if I'm not. So 1 heel back and 1 forward. So you're gonna press the heel down, then I just want you to lean forward. So you can put some weight on the quad here if you want. So you're pressing that heel down. Watch that the foot doesn't get tucked behind the other one. You do want your feet a little bit wider. And then if you want, you can come up onto the tiptoes and then release and press the heels down. Just as you're tipped forward like this, you're feeling the length through the spine. If you want, you can add arms, stretch up, hold, and then swing down and back. And watch that the back foot doesn't get turned out. You want the toes pointing straight, okay? You want them straight forward, just like the front one. Let's do 1 more on this side. Stretch it up. And then press the heel gently down. Good, okay, switch your legs around. The same thing on the other side. Okay, draw the leg back. It doesn't need to go very far back. Just press the heel down till you feel a nice stretch in that calf back there. Okay, get your balance, a little shift forward with the body weight so you can feel the calf muscle stretching. Hold there if that's enough for you, okay? But if you want to add again, that lift, come to the tiptoe, and then slowly press down and hold. And be careful, don't go too intense on your stretches. Those muscles are warm, but we don't want to force any of our stretches, okay? Stretch up long, point the toe, and then press gently back into the heel. Let's try 1 more, you guys. Lift up, and then press back down. Good, okay, come on up, shake it out a little. Okay, we're gonna do a little figure 4 stretch, okay? So it looks like a 4 with my legs. So if you like, hold on to something, grab onto that foot, help it up. Now it doesn't need to cross above the knee here like I'm doing. You can cross it at the shin, and then you're just gonna begin to push your hips back. So wherever it works for you. Okay, and if you are down below, you wanna put that foot down like a kickstand, push the hips back, you wanna get into the glute muscles. So I'm gonna go back up here. Sit down a little. You can take your hands out there for a little balance or hold on to something if you need, or you can put the palms together. Okay, whatever you like. Okay, pushing the hips back, opening this knee nice and wide here. So wherever you are, if you're on the kickstand or if you're up higher. Okay, really switch legs. I know we're done. It's 6 o'clock. We have to get going. Open the knee out to the side. Okay, palms if you like, or just hold on to the counter wherever you are. Lift up nice and tall. Push those hips back. Open this knee. Get a nice stretch in the hips and lengthening through the spine. Good work. Okay, come up out of that. Let's roll our shoulders out. Okay, a few times, good. And the other way, because it feels good. Roll out your wrists a few times. Good work, everybody. We are all done. Awesome class, yay, good for you, good for you. Okay, let's just pause this. It's 6:01. I did not too bad on the music today, actually. Or on the music, I was gonna say my timing today. Because often I don't think about all the talking in between sets I do sometimes. So, hey, we are done. We are done. I'm glad that you liked it. I hope some of you got some bands out and did that. And if you don't have bands, remember to get them and try this class again. You can go back and watch it and watch it and watch it, right? On Wednesday night, you got Sally coming in. She's going to do a live class with you on Wednesday night. And it's going to be a 45-minute Tabata, I believe. So come on in and check that out. And then we've got more live classes coming again next week. And then we'll see. We'll see from there. We also have some different classes on the schedule. We've switched some classes around, so make sure you have a look at the schedule that I sent out on Friday to you. It's on that email that I sent out. It's also on Facebook, so you can peek at it there, okay? So we are all done. I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. Thanks for watching, and thanks for partaking in the class. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.